New year, new beef, or in this case, a beef that had gone cold has been reheated, or better yet, burnt might be a better word. The beef between 50 Cent and T.I has recently heated up, but its beginnings go back further than a Verzuz match being turned down. As usual, we're going to take a deep dive into it. In August 2007, we got what would seem to be the first instance of 50 Cent trolling T.I when he got on the stage while Jay-Z, Kanye West, and T.I were performing at Screamfest 07. 50 Cent wasn't scheduled to perform at the time, but he came on stage and started running around, basically poking fun at his peers, which he has had a tendency to do. Then in July 2008, G-Unit released their second album, Terminate on Sight, or T.O.S. On that album is the track, You So Tough, on which 50 takes a shot at T.I. On 50's verse he has the lines, "What's today's mathematics? Shit ain't adding up. Get knocked with 10 machine guns, only get 12 months. Ooh wee, don't talk to me, you talk to him. You talking to them, I got the best lawyers money can buy. They said they would've got me 10 or maybe 9. I said, how do you explain how homie breathes? He said, you keep your mouth shut or you eat the cheese." Those lines are a reference to how T.I got arrested in 2007 for the gun charges and wound up getting sentenced to a year due to a plea deal. 50 Cent insinuates T.I is a snitch here like some other rappers did, and in particular Shawty Lo, who T.I was embroiled in a rap battle with at the time as well. A few years later, in September 2010, T.I and his wife Tiny were arrested on drug charges and he wound up getting sent back to prison due to a violation of his probation. 50 Cent took to Twitter to say that Tiny should have claimed possession of what was found so that T.I could avoid going back to prison. That next year when T.I got out again, he had an interview with Vibe in which he responded to 50 and anyone else with something to say. The following is a quote from the interview. "I'ma tell you, 50 Cent and anybody else, we not gonna have no discussion about what my old lady shoulda, woulda, coulda done for anything as it pertains to me. We ain't gonna do that. I'm the only one in my family that's gonna take a lick when it pertains to the legal system." 50 had an interview of his own afterwards in which he stated that he and T.I had squashed things over the phone and that the conversation between them got heated. Fast forward to July 2020 and T.I wished 50 Cent a happy birthday and challenged 50 to a Verzuz match. 50 responded with a tweet reposting the headline of T.I challenging him to a Verzuz and said, "Yo, somebody passed T.I the weed they gave Smokey on Friday, LOL." That's a reference to the movie Friday where Chris Tucker's character Smokey was given weed laced with angel dust and was tripping and wound up spending the night in a chicken coop. A few days later, T.I made an appearance on Ebro in the Morning and they spoke about T.I challenging 50 to a Verzuz match, and T.I explained why he thinks 50 is a great match for him.
You said you wanted to battle 50. And now all of a sudden people seem to be jumping into the conversation. Why? You and I had a good talk though about why you think he's the perfect fit for you. Let's talk about that.
I mean, I just think that, you know what I'm saying, he got an ego big enough to withstand my bravado. Like I don't feel like he'll be, you know what I mean? I don't feel like he'll be intimidated by, you know what I'm saying, by how I pop my shit. You know what I'm saying? I think that, you know, you got to get a gorilla for a gorilla.
Then in September that year, T.I took to Instagram to call out 50 again. He posted a picture of himself and a caption saying that he was pulling up to smoke 50 in a Verzuz. 50 responded by making fun of T.I.'s beard in the picture and clowning T.I.'s record sales compared to his own, and their back and forth continued with a few more posts. It's a fact that album sales wise, 50 Cent has sold more than T.I, and that is the typical response 50 and his supporters would echo in response to T.I calling him out. Some months later, in March 2021, 50 made an appearance on the Morning Hustle show and he was asked about how Fat Joe wanted to do a Verzuz with him. 50 would say that he thought Verzuz was just for when people were stuck inside during the pandemic, and went on to say that Jeezy did the Verzuz with Gucci Mane to try to sell more albums. He didn't mention T.I, but this would make it even more clear that he just had no interest in doing a Verzuz match.
One person we spoke to the other day is Fat Joe, and we talked to him about Verzuz, and he said the only person that he could think to battle would be 50 Cent. Now, how do you feel about doing a Verzuz battle against Fat Joe?
You know, I thought, look at this stuff. I thought Verzuz was something we did when we were stuck in the house. Look, as soon as we got out of the house, like to come back outside, I was like Verzuz didn't make sense to me anymore.
But what if you took that same element of Verzuz to a live venue, so where you could really get the bag, make a tour out of it, make a few dates? I mean, people want to hear these records live. See y'all doing.
There's so many other ways to do that. So look. See, the reason why the Verzuz part, like to me, to be honest, because of how it came, like I looked at it like Verzuz to me that showed up and was the hottest thing. I was paying attention to it, like watching it like everybody else.
Mm-hmm.
I'm watching it like this is when D-Nice is like the only DJ on the planet. Like,
right.
Like we watching and I'm going, yo, this is like COVID just hit. This is crazy. What are we doing? And we just looking and we all trying to figure out what we're doing next.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and then as soon as we come back outside, I'm like, I don't know why they're still doing it. Like I think when they did the Jeezy
Gucci Man.
Yeah.
Gucci Man thing, I think that was desperation on Jeezy's part trying to sell a record.
Do you feel like it worked?
No, the record didn't sell.
Some months later in September, at the premiere for the show Black Mafia Family, aka BMF, T.I was on stage performing, and when he finished, he took a moment to call out 50 yet again, saying that he's waiting for him.
50, I'm waiting on you. Congratulations, man, to my nigga goddamn, to my nephew, Lil Meech. Congratulations to 50 for bringing this shit together. Free my nigga Zippo.
Fast forward to February 2026, and a clip from an episode of the Nightcap podcast was released, featuring T.I, in which Shannon Sharpe asked T.I who he would want to go against in a Verzuz. T.I responded by again calling out 50 Cent and saying that 50 is ducking the smoke.
But didn't Jeezy and Gucci already?
No, they were before it happened.
Oh, okay, before it happened.
Before it happened, they were talking to me.
Okay. But I'm saying, so right now.
And then I called my man. I said who I wanted.
You want Weezy?
Nah, I said I wanted 50. That's what I said. He don't want no smoke, though.
Oh, Lord.
I called my man. He don't want no smoke. He ducking smoke. It's cool.
50 also took his shots at T.I as he made a post on Instagram with a video from T.I in court being questioned about the murder of Falant, aka Big Phil, who was a friend of T.I.'s and was murdered in 2006. Then he also posted a video of T.I.'s Crime Stoppers commercial he did as part of his community service.
Call me Tip, but this is about another kind of tip that can help our mothers, our sisters, our brothers, and our fathers help get the perpetrators who commit crimes against them off the streets. All you gotta do is call Crime Stoppers Atlanta. Tips can be anonymous, and there's even a reward.
Also around this time, Atlanta hip-hop hoarder Newface posted a video on Instagram of T.I on the phone with Kevin Hart, and in that conversation, T.I is talking about how he's the king of the South and how he wants to do a Verzuz with 50. 50 took to the comment section to call T.I King Rat, to which T.I would reply to 50 calling him a snitch. Also in February, things continued to escalate as he made an appearance on $1 Million Worth of Game, and they spoke about Verzuz there too. T.I would state that he and 50 had talked about doing a Verzuz, and he wasn't challenging him out of the blue, but that 50 decided to act like they hadn't discussed it beforehand, so that made him question his character.
It supposed to be back, you know, fucking around, doing something with another artist that, you know, that you respect, this, that, and the other.
Right.
And so even the first time when I was saying, and mind you, me and this nigga talk about this, bro. This shit, I ain't just called a nigga out the blue.
Yeah.
Me and this nigga talk about this.
Okay.
We talk about this. We said what we were gonna do.
You talking about you were 50?
Yeah, man, we talk about this shit, man. This shit just come out of nowhere. Nigga, we were moving around in LA, man, selling some TV shows and shit while we were around each other, man, you know what I mean? I said, shit, what you think about this? He was like, shit, you wanna do that shit? I said, yeah. He was like, all right, cool, so shit. And I told him, I said, well, I'm gonna jump out there first, and then you just gonna jump out there and we'll line it up. And he said, all right. And when I jump out there, nigga act like he ain't know what the fuck was going on. And to me, that just, you know, so, you know, at that point, Then that's what it was about. You know what I'm saying? Now, it about, oh, you playing? Oh, okay, you gonna play. All right, cool. But how about fuck all of it? Fuck all of it. I don't even want, man, cause now I question your character.
He would go on to say that he doesn't want to do it with 50 anymore and he doesn't respect him.
Years ago we spoke about
I think it'd be a great battle, though. I think,
man, that shit ain't gonna happen. That shit ain't gonna happen, man. I don't wanna stand on stage with him. I have no interest in standing on stage with that nigga. I don't respect him.
T.I.'s retirement album, Kill the King, is due to be released later on in 2026, so he's been going on a promo tour, hence the various interviews. At the time of this writing, this is still an ongoing situation, so I will be going through things to the most recent thing that occurred, and depending on how it goes, maybe I will post another video with an update later on. Shortly afterwards, 50 seemingly responded to this by posting a picture of Tiny on Instagram and also posted a picture of their son, King, making fun of him as well. 50 Cent captioned the post about Tiny with, "I keep saying keep my name out your mouth, okay?" T.I. commented under the post himself, calling 50 Cent a hoe. This led to the Harris family, in particular T.I. and two of his sons, Domani and King, to all take aim at 50 Cent in defense of Tiny. T.I. and Tiny have several children, but we're going to be focusing on the ones that got involved in the rap beef and put out tracks. For clarity, Domani is T.I.'s son with one of his ex-girlfriends. King is named after T.I., so his real name is Clifford III, since T.I. is Clifford Jr., and he is T.I.'s third son overall, and the first child T.I. and Tiny had together, so Tiny is Domani's stepmother. King took to social media and went on a tirade, calling out 50 for making fun of his mother and speaking of 50 Cent's own mother, like telling 50 to dig her up.
His mama dig her ass up and post a picture that look better than my motherfucking mama, nigga. Fuck wrong with you, nigga? Y'all niggas better tie y'all motherfucking shoes. Y'all niggas don't know who the fuck y'all fucking with, nigga. You better put that music up and nigga, shut the fuck up, nigga. Cause all that other shit ain't gonna get it. On my mother. Your mama dead as fuck, nigga. Dig that bitch up. Nigga not going. Nigga not going. Now what the fuck you gonna do about that? Nigga not going. I don't give a fuck about how nigga play it. Nigga not going. Nigga posting my mama like your mama ain't dead as fuck. Go put some flowers on that bitch grave, nigga. Man, nigga posting my mama a motherfucking legend. Your mama a motherfucking J, nigga. Stop, man, don't never think you can get on this motherfucking level and you can compete with us, nigga. We on a whole different ball game, nigga. We got a whole different type of level of respect around here, nigga. You get on that, do that bitch ass shit, nigga. You a hoe ass nigga. I would say that shit to your face, nigga.
Clearly King was upset, and I really don't blame him. This isn't the first time that 50 mentioned his mother, and 50 is known for being a troll, but at times he does take things a bit too far. Now, before we jump into the several diss tracks released by the Harris family aimed at 50, I just want to take a minute out to remind y'all to subscribe to the channel and check out the links in the description, like for example, a link to join the Discord server and a link to the Patreon page where you can become a patron to unlock certain perks and help support the channel. Now back to the Harris family. On February 22nd, T.I. released a snippet titled War, which many people took as a warning shot at 50. T.I. has the lines, "The bear hibernating, don't poke him. When you see the giant sleeping, shouldn't have woke him. I don't know how many times I told him, but please hop up off my scrotum because you can't impress me with a bench press. Boy, the strongest for the longest. I done been that boy." If we take this as being aimed at 50, it makes plenty sense given 50 is known for trolling people, which in this instance would be poking the bear, and also known for being in pretty good shape, hence the bench press line. Then he seems to warn 50 about dissing with the lines, "Did a diss record, better edit now or turn your head around, or that cap nigga better get a gown." Cap is slang for lying, and a cap goes with a gown for graduations, so that last line is a double entendre. The very next day, T.I. put out the track The Right One, also aimed at 50 Cent. Throughout the chorus, T.I. disses 50 for thinking that he's tough and claims that 50 wouldn't dare talk to him in person like he does online. He starts the first verse taking a shot at 50's manhood and claiming that 50 only beefs with black people and not white people with the lines, To me, you just a small man in a big shell, bitch made ass nigga need pigtails. You take no issue with them white boys, it's only our people that you find to be an eyesore, huh? These lines make some sense given that 50 has always seemed to be quite loyal to Eminem, who helped 50 out by signing him to Shady Records and introducing him to Dr. Dre. He then disses 50 for his appearance and talent with the lines, "Nigga, you got less talent, you're less attractive, more average, you ain't got more motion, you're just moving where it's less traffic." Then he claims that 50 is upset because Diddy got with his ex, Daphne Joy, with the lines, "You ain't that savage, nigga, you 5-0 dispatcher, old tender dick nigga all mad cause Puff let your bitch have it, gave her tartar sauce and mustard like a fish sandwich." The tartar sauce and mustard is also a reference to how some of the women Diddy had in the freak-offs were getting sprayed with semen and urine. Then on the second verse, T.I takes some more shots at 50's tough guy image with the lines, "Hey, say boo boo, bring your bitch ass outside and play in the street. You ain't no motherfucking gangster, you just prey on the weak, man. All you do is talk shit and hope they stay on the net. Play detective catching killers on some police shit. Grown men making memes, that's a weird ass flex. Kick a nigga while they down, you a sucker for that." Boo Boo was 50 Cent's street name, and kicking someone while they're down is a reference to the Diddy documentary being released while Diddy was in prison. Then he sends a shot at 50 for how he handles women with the lines, "Having a moment, hate to let this nigga inch in my life, but I give his ass a case to solve about him mentioning my wife. You hate women, guess that's why you can't keep one. You can't love them, cause from your mama you received none. Oh no, you'd rather set fires to houses with babies in them." The setting a house on fire is a reference to the May 2008 fire that occurred at one of 50 Cent's houses, which his ex and their son were staying at. She alleged that 50 Cent hired someone to set the house on fire. Then later on in the verse, he claims that 50 pretty much lost all his rap beefs with the lines, "New Yorkers, you gonna defend him? This your king, huh? He been a victim from the get-go. Murder Inc. pumped his ass full of bullet holes. Can did him like a hoe on the radio. Took losses from Rick Ross and Fat Joe. Jada spanked that baby thinking it's sweet. Kanye stood up to him, made his first week of defeat. It always happened, too much yapping niggas slapping your cheeks." Personally, I don't think Rick Ross or Fat Joe beat 50 Cent in rap beef whatsoever, but it's subjective. I've covered all of those rap beefs minus the 50 Cent and Ye album sales challenge, so check those videos out after this to get the details, and you can decide for yourself whether you think 50 Cent won or lost each one. Also on the 23rd, King released the track Made Man, on which he took a shot at 50 Cent as well by making a reference to someone who's talking about his mother. He ends his second verse claiming 50 is just beefing on the internet with the lines, "He just want beef up on that net. I know that boy won't pop a grape. He trying to trick me off the streets, gonna trick his ass right in a lake. I was raised around that mafia, just be patient there, bite the bait. I hate the fucking nigga up cause I've been chillin', life is great. But nigga play around with this fan, we gon' catch him night or day." Personally, I could do without the auto-tune on the track, but besides that, it was cool. King is a rapper and he did what he felt was needed to do since another rapper mentioned his mother. Also, over the next few days, King would make several posts on Instagram about 50 Cent. One of them in particular was an image of 50 Cent's mother's gravestone. In another post, he shared footage from Shaniqua talking to the news after the house fire that was mentioned earlier, and how she claims that it was 50 who sent someone to set the house on fire.
He threatened me. Look, watch what I'll do. I have someone come kill you. He threatened me. He threatened me on Monday, and this is what he did.
How long were you two together?
We were together for 13 years. The relation just ended over a year ago. He cannot accept that I have moved on with my life. He felt like he's going to strip me of everything. And I didn't allow it. I fought back, and this is what he's trying to do. He tried to kill me and his own child.
Why do you know that?
He threatened me. He told me he would. He told me he would have someone come do something to me. He told me he would say, watch what I do. I have someone come kill you, and that's what he did. That's really what he did. I know he did. There's not a doubt in my mind or my son's life. I know he did.
What happened?
I know he did.
Did you see anything?
Someone threw something through the window and the house just ignited. Couldn't even make it downstairs. We had to jump out the window.
Do you think he hired someone to do this?
Yes, of course. I know he's too much of a coward to do anything himself.
You're blaming 50 Cent for this?
Yes, yes. Yes.
He released a statement saying he was happy everyone got out alive.
He didn't even, if you release a statement, if you care about the child, he has made no attempt to contact his child. He calls my grandmother when he's upset and he wants to talk about me. He calls my uncle, he calls my aunt. He's not made one attempt to come find out if his son is okay. So that sound like a concerned father? A concerned father don't sign over their rights. A concerned father do not sign over legal, physical. He has no rights over Marquise. None. He signed away custody. He tries to make it like he's a doting, beautiful father. He's not.
You don't think he cares about you?
He is a deadbeat because it's not about monetary. He is a deadbeat.
You heard this in the middle of the night?
Yes, I did.
Talk about the custody of the house. He didn't want you to have that.
No, and we was in Supreme Court. I did my deposition yesterday.
And
yesterday.
Did he trash
yesterday?
Attorney's office?
No, he trashed it on Monday, but I did my deposition yesterday, and they saw the evidence that I had. We had an express oral agreement, and I have proof that he said that, and this is what happened. He knew I was going to get that house.
50 Cent also responded on social media making posts. For example, one talking about how he doesn't need to rap. To me, it's a poor response to a peer engaging you in your craft. Then on the 25th, T.I released the track What Bully. On the chorus, he claims that 50 is supposed to be a bully, but he's running from the rap beef. In the first verse, he makes a mention of G-Unit affiliate Lodi Mac and again claims 50 is a snitch with the lines, "Boy, I remember you Lodi Mac lil homie, turned special agent, informant, detective, increasing pavement, make your antics more effective. I got the power to devour your little rep and you sour." Lowell Fletcher, aka Lodi Mac, was killed in 2009, and James Roseman, aka Jimmy Henchman, was sentenced to life in prison for the murder. Another post King made on Instagram shows a police report that shows 50 Cent giving information about Jimmy Henchman over the murder of Lodi Mac. Of course, some people claim that it's fake and some claim that it's real, but either way, like I mentioned earlier, King made several posts about 50. T.I then ends the first verse of the song calling 50 a coward with the lines, "Lil boo boo, you know you always been a coward. Shit, ran as to someone who wasn't playing and you ran. It's up, it's stuck, and that's just where the fuck it's staying." Then on the second verse, he makes another reference to Diddy with the lines, "To say the least, this nigga character is questionable. He'll do the shit you have to go and get a detective to do. Might go to making up some cases just for posting some shit. It'd be a small price to pay for me exposing her, bitch. Let's get this straight, nigga, I ain't Puff. I ain't walking up on you trying to buy you stuff." So yeah, this track was T.I calling out 50 to come rap with him, as you could probably tell. Also, the cover art T.I used for Bully is a picture of 50 after he lost a bunch of weight for his role in the movie Things Fall Apart, released in 2011. Once again, 50 didn't respond with music but with posts on social media. In response to this, T.I put out the track Lessons on the 26th. On the intro, he states that he just woke up and saw that 50 put Tiny back up on his page and that he doesn't do memes, he does music. Then on the first verse, he takes aim at 50 by making a reference to 50 Cent songs and calling him out for just posting online with the lines, "When many men leave their chin open, go in they jaw. When window shopping at the candy shop, this nigga so soft. I make music, not memes, nigga, we ain't the same. A world of difference, let's begin with, I'm a king and you lame." On the second verse, T.I takes aim at 50 for always beefing with someone and for his woman beating allegations with the lines, "Every time I look up, this hoe wanna get into it and beef. I hate a bully. Pussy nigga, come and do it to me. He beat on females and I know details." Then on the outro, T.I claims to be doing it not just for his wife Tiny, but all the other women that 50 has messed with. Domani and King both dropped songs on the 26th as well, and we're gonna go through Domani's song first, which some people say is one of the best of the tracks released so far from the family. The song features a sample of the chorus from the hit single Miss Jackson by fellow Georgia rappers Outkast, and of course the name fits as 50's name is Curtis Jackson and his mother is Sabrina Jackson. The artwork for the song is a burning house, which can be seen as having a double meaning, as 50 Cent's mother died in a house fire, and also being a reference to the house fire mentioned earlier. He starts the first verse off with the lines, "Miss Jackson, am I overreacting or is it valid? I want to have a one-on-one convo about the man you sacrificed your life for so the world could see his talent. He's a legend now, I guess it worked out, but I need some answers. Are you happy with the way he been holding your family name? I need to know cause I can't sleep at night thinking you died in vain." Further in the verse, he makes a reference to the May 2000 shooting of 50 Cent and follows it up with a veiled threat with the lines, Cat's got 9 lives, 1 more will ring the bell, and I don't want to do it. Reason I came to you, I'm hoping you could talk me through it. Maybe it's something that you could tell me, bring some understanding. I'm more level-headed than the people headed to his mansion. There's the saying, cats have 9 lives, and 50 Cent was allegedly shot 9 times, so 1 more bullet might have been the one that finished him. Also, in a boxing match, they give you a 10 count to get back on your feet, so this could be seen as a reference to 50 losing the battle. Then Domani ends the verse with another threat to 50 with the lines, "We thought it was a joke, but now we see it's something off with him. I offered him a chance to reunite with you, and I'll do it. Nothing left to do, so I just sent him to you, Miss Jackson." On the second verse, Domani talks directly to 50 instead of Sabrina. He takes aim at 50's lack of parents with the lines, "I know you're not familiar with a mother or a father. Maybe that's the reason easily you talk about them. Maybe that's the reason you be targeting the women. Let somebody try your mama, bet you'd probably want to kill him." He then went on to call 50 out for promoting liquor and not even being a drinker with the lines, "Many men sin but don't profit like you from it. You don't even drink but you're faking for the news coverage. Seem like you know 50 Cent more than you know you, Curtis, goddamn." That is a reference to how much he used to promote effing vodka, and since then he's been promoting Branson and Cognac. Then Domani goes on to call 50 a firebug and make a reference to the house fire. It was rumored that 50 was behind it, but he was never convicted of the crime. Some people consider this song to be similar to Kendrick Lamar's Meet the Grams track aimed at Drake because of Domani talking to 50's mother like Kendrick had the verse talking to Drake's parents. Now the King song, as opposed to the track by Domani that comes across a bit more calm and calculated, this one comes with a bit more aggression, and on top of that, he was still posting about 50 on Instagram. In a post he made with the song titled "Say Less," he's wearing a shirt featuring a picture of 50's mother. Then on yet another post, he shares a childhood photo of 50 holding a drawing of his mother. On the chorus of the song "Say Less," King mentions 50 being a troll and tells him to dig his mother up since he's talking about mothers. Then on the first verse, he makes an apology to 50's mother and again states that 50 started their beef with the lines, "Tell Miss Jackson that I'm sorry, but I don't know why the fuck your son got me started. I asked God to visit here to stop the hell that Curtis started." Then he takes a page from T.I.'s Bully track with the lines, "Tell the police that I'm just capping, I'm an artist." On Bully, T.I. ended his second verse with the lines, "Get popped, dropped off at the bayou, bruh. I meant punched in the mouth. Aha, you thought. Police, this is just rap, man. I'm all talk." These kind of lines are a bit of a humorous jab at 50 for his alleged snitching that they say he's done, but also sometimes rap lyrics are genuinely brought up in trial against rappers, so you could look at it that way as well. King then goes on to mention Diddy getting with 50's ex Daphne Joy and then mentions that she was touching T.I. as well. The latter is a reference to a 2008 photo shoot T.I. had that featured Daphne Joy as one of the models. As you can see, Domani and King made several references to 50's mother, while T.I. seemed to stay away from that and focused on defending his wife and calling 50 a coward. Funny enough, the next day, another track was released, this one by Buddy Red, which is the stage name for T.I.'s oldest son, Messiah, who was a blues singer. The song is titled 2 Quarters Ain't Nothing But 50 Cent, but it has been rumored to not be created by Buddy Red himself, and it's a song that has not even been posted by him on social media, unlike the other tracks that were mentioned here. On the Instagram post for the Say Less track, Rick Ross, who has had his own issues with 50 Cent, made a comment requesting one of those shirts, which is a reference to the shirt with 50's mother on it, and seems to be Rick taking another jab at 50. So over the course of a week, the family put out at least 7 diss tracks and plenty of posts on social media, while so far, 50 has only made a bunch of posts online as well, but he has deleted them since the release of the diss tracks. If anything, 50 has used this opportunity to continue to promote his other business ventures like the TV shows, films, and alcohol. Then in the beginning of March, T.I. had an interview on the Ebro Laura Rosenberg show, and he was asked about his beef with 50 Cent and how he feels about his sons getting involved in it. He stated that he did not like King getting involved in the rap beef, in particular, King making the post with 50's mother on the shirt.
Now, are you enjoying seeing your sons step up to the moment? and the whole family
Listen,
concept.
bro.
You enjoying
No,
that?
I don't. I don't enjoy it. I do not. Simply because I've spent so much time trying to get this little nigga off the ledge.
Talking about King.
Yes. And now he has justifiable means to undo all of the teachings that I've been teaching.
Got it.
I do not like this. No, I do not enjoy it.
Do you hit King when you see like him post a video? Do you immediately hit him and say anything?
I hit my forehead first. I'm like, God damn, man. Like, bro, it's almost like I hate to see some shit going down, going to a direction where it's headed, but what the fuck can I do to stop it? Because I didn't send it there. I'm not the motherfucker that's directing. I ain't set the GPS, bro. The destination is the destination.
How do you turn it off though? Because you seem to have the ability to say, all right, this went too far. I'm not interested in this.
Right.
I'm going to focus another direction. How do you turn it off? And you just haven't been able to instill that part into King, maybe? Or
Man, to be honest with you, bro, I said that's enough. Really, I said that's enough when I seen that damn T-shirt. I said, man, this is enough.
As I mentioned earlier, he's been on a promo tour for his album Kill the King, which is set to be his final album. He also had an interview with Billboard in which they talked about his new album as well as the beef. He would say that the reason he put out those diss tracks was because it was the most mature way he could respond to the situation, as he wouldn't do all that yelling at the phone or posting memes.
And you're a student of MCing, that's why I gotta ask you.
Certainly.
With 50, he came into the game as a battle rapper.
I don't know. I ain't qualified to speak on it, bro. I ain't qualified to speak on it. Somebody who a fan of him should be speaking on it. I ain't qualified to speak on it. Ultimately, dog, the reason I took to the booth is because it was the most mature, level-headed, the most peaceful and organized display of disdain that I don't get online. I don't want to be the guy yelling in my phone. I don't want to do disrespectful posts back and forth and all that old shit, bro. What I know how to do, I know how to get in them motherfuckers. Rap. I know how to talk my shit, speak my mind, and deliver the message I need to have conveyed.
Then on March 5th, 50 Cent took to Instagram yet again to make a post. In this one, he makes a reference to the Diddy documentary, which seems to insinuate that he would do the same for T.I. Then that same night, T.I. put out the track Trauma Bond on his Instagram page, on which he seems to take another shot at 50. On the chorus, he says, "We are one of one, nigga, you are none of none. Me and mine till the end of time, we a trauma bond." Once again, T.I. standing up for his family and talking about the bond they have, while essentially dissing 50 for not having that kind of bond with his family. Then on the second verse, he has the lines, "These niggas, they be suckers for clicks, a bitch for the algorithm. They mama ran the streets, she should have left her daddy with them. Cause now they being sassy with their mannerisms, dick pulling, trying to find out what a man will give them. Traded in your self-respect for attention, nigga, traded in your morals for a mention." These lines would seem to be aimed at 50 for all the trolling he does online with his social media posts trying to promote things. Then on the 6th, 50 Cent put out the track No One Told Us, featuring Leon Thomas, which is the theme song to Power Origins. On his verse, he appears to make a reference to T.I. and his family with the lines, "I'm back with my dope boy grandma, your daddy made your mama eat every box in Atlanta, freak shit, peep shit, keep shit." Those lines seem to be a reference to the sexual assault allegations that T.I. and Tiny were facing and how they allegedly had freak-offs similar to Diddy. Also, when 50 Cent posted that song on IG, he shared an image of T.I. and Tiny eating cardboard boxes, which is a reference to the lines. Later that day, Domani came back with the track Pussy, aimed at 50. On the chorus, he calls 50 out for the allegations of physically assaulting Daphne Joy and makes a reference again to the house fire. On his first verse, he has the lines, "Bring back the vest when you was at your best, not that it would matter, fuck your chest cause where I'm at your neck for talking out it." Which is a reference to how 50 Cent used to wear bulletproof vests a lot after the May 2000 shooting that almost killed him. Then Domani goes on further in the verse to call 50 a snitch again. On the second verse, he makes a reference to the alleged physical assault to Daphne Joy with the lines, "It really brings me joy, this feel like a stomach kick, I bet she felt it more." One of the allegations that Daphne had against 50 is that he kicked her in the stomach during an argument. Also, the artwork for the song shows lines from the allegations that Daphne made about 50, like assaulting her and destroying her property. Also, before those lines, Domani makes a noise 3 times and then says ×3, which is a reference to 50 allegedly getting shot 9 times. Later on in the verse, Domani mentions 50's kids with the lines, "Curly head could get the love from you, how is it that Marquise had 6,700 for you to be a dad? I guess that deal just wasn't sweet enough. Surprisingly, your cellular asked for anything, then tried to talk about Daphne." That's a reference to how 50's son Marquise offered 50 money to spend the day with him, and how 50 is often seen with his younger son but seems to have animosity for the older one. That same day, King dropped a song titled Drop Top aimed at 50 as well. On the chorus, he mentions 50 getting shot and the house fire again, and also has the line, "You was made from 50 cents because your mama give it cheap." Later in the song, he takes aim at 50's mother again with the line, "I've been smoking on Miss Jackson since a nigga posted my mother," which of course is a reference to 50 Cent posting the image of Tiny on Instagram. Then the next day, King posted on Instagram again aimed at 50 Cent. This one was a video of him with bags of weed branded with the picture of 50 Cent's mother. So basically they made a weed strain for her, which goes back to King's line about smoking on Miss Jackson. Then on March 13th, 50 Cent posted a video on Instagram of the scene from Avengers Endgame where Thanos was fighting Captain America, Thor, and Iron Man, in which 50's face is on Thanos' body, and the other 3 were T.I, Fabulous, and Papoose, who are 3 rappers who had recently dissed him, and he implied that he would be responding to them. So yeah, this back and forth clearly isn't over yet, and things have gotten quite intense to say the least. By the time I get this video out, there might even be another song at this rate. Overall though, this has been a polarizing situation. Some say that 50 is wrong for bringing Tiny into it, and that 50 should be rapping instead of just posting on social media, while others have been posting in support of 50 and saying 50 Cent would have the upper hand in a Verzuz. Meanwhile, some have said that T.I and his sons did the right thing, and that T.I is a better rapper than 50, and so on. What do y'all think about the beef? Who do you think would perform better in a Verzuz, 50 or T.I? Do you think King and Domani were right for jumping into the situation with songs of their own? Do you think 50 will really put out a documentary about Tiny and T.I? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below.